Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be recapping the price action from Friday, August 14th, where I don't want to complain, but I just feel like I could be one of the most cursed people recently. I don't know. I just I feel like I cannot catch a break. I took 3 trades. This one, yeah, I feel fine losing trades like this, given that I am fully offside. Like, I expected to be bullish and I got stopped out, which is okay. But what I don't even know how to describe it, because if you've watched my recaps, I mean, this happened to me a lot. Like, this year specifically, I feel like I've gotten stopped out to the tick for 20 times at least. And that's like in the past 3 or 4 months, which is just insane. And yeah, I traded this on the bigger contract here, and yeah, the other trades were taken on a micro. But yeah, so from the daily, what did I expect for today? Well, yesterday was the big day that I anticipated the whole week. I was waiting for us to trade up to all of these equal highs here, which we did. Could I catch anything? Nope. I lost everything. So I came into this day again with a bullish mindset, at least to previous day's high and then to this high here. We were trading inside of this range, which was not great. So this right here was not really that good. The other assets were stagnating as well. You can see that YM did not even reach any side of this consolidation, so it is fully boxed in. While ES took out the low, so probably on Monday or the next week we're gonna see this other edge of the consolidation be traded back to. But overall, just basing it off of this previous 2 o'clock close, which closed above this candle, and would I consider this an order block? Not really, but in the short-term context, just this high, yes, I would expect this to hold, but this is not really something that I would view as an order block because it did not engage anything, and this is just a random down close candle. So overall, coming into this pretty much higher time frame, just on a 4 hour speaking, I was expecting this to be bullish up until this high and maybe as a higher target to this daily high that I talked about in the beginning. On the 1 hour chart, you can see that we just were pushing higher with basically no stopping. And if you take a look on the 15, what did we have here? We had a gap, which was a pretty nice gap to hold for a final push up to these highs. So why did I take this pre-market? I mean, I've seen that everything was in play. We were inside of the gap. We took out short-term liquidity. The other assets, especially YM, which overall was the weakest one, showed signs of going up. And that is why I wanted to trade NQ, which overall was the best performer on the upside and the strongest. So that is why I entered as soon as we closed above these consecutive this sequence of down close candles. We closed really nice above them, and yeah, everything seemed so good to me. I entered. I was in a little bit of green as soon as we took out. As soon as we were potentially gonna take out this high, I was gonna go break even, given that this was taken pre-market. And you can see that suddenly the other assets did not even reach a single bit down to this low, but NQ decided to stop me out. And not only did it stop me out by just, so my stop loss was 238.25 and this low is 237.25. So 1 point. Yeah, 1 point. And then it just, I would have had the perfect exit. Just look at this. Something like this was my trade. I'm going to check with the bigger contract to see where my entry actually was. So you can see it was something like this. So at 252.75, and the exit would have been here, which would have been just a perfect sniper entry and exit. And yeah, I got stopped. So going back to the micro, I just waited for 9:30, and 9:30 looked really good for us to continue our bullish momentum because we dipped down inside of, I think it was some 4 hour, no, one. Nope. What was it though? We just left this equal lows. Now that I'm looking back at it. Oh, this is 8. Oh, sorry. This is 9:30. So, this right here. So yeah, we had this gap. I knew we had something that we engaged because I would not have traded this. So yeah, on the hourly we had a gap. Anything else? This low here, which basically was that gap. So we engaged this low and that gap. We closed as a really nice C2, and at 9:45, I've seen that we did what? We CISD above these two down close candles. And not only did we CISD, but we also inverted this gap. So I was thinking that I'm just gonna trade when price comes back into this area, and I'm gonna put my stop loss to this low here. So this was my trade initially. And I don't know, this was just something to potentially look for. But my trade was something like this, basically holding to that buy side liquidity that I really wanted to see get taken, and we were really close to it anyway. So yeah, I went in with about half size, so you can see that full size would have been about 5 contracts. I went in with 3, and just looking back at it, this was a really nice entry. We had a good reaction, but then we started to chop around and I got stopped. And I was thinking where I could have entered, because given that I was stopped, I was just reverting back to the normal consolidation protocol where we take one side of the range and then we revert back to the other side. And I wanted to see some sort of a value gap be engaged for me to take a short, and I could not find anything, not even here on the 3. And on the 15, I was waiting to see at 10:45 or maybe 11 if we could reach back up into this, and I would take the first CISD I see because I was really convicted, and my mind was really made up that we were going to go down to this level, given that I got stopped, because this was just an amazing rejection weekend because we disrespected that. Yeah, the next stop was this low here because we had low resistance liquidity below us. So yeah, I waited and waited and waited, and I've seen that we basically just had this gap here, and on the 4 hour as well, we only had this gap, nothing else. So I waited for price to come back into it, and you can see that the only thing was just this big gap, and then we had this low that made the other gap. So we fully filled this gap, and at 11:45, while we were inside of that gap, we had a C2, and not only was it a C2, but it was a PSP as well with with YM closing really bearishly. And dropping to the 1 minute. So I've seen that we had the CSD here. So this was the confirmed C2 on the 15 minute. And I was waiting to see the continuation. And this was like the perfect thing I could have asked for. We dipped inside of this gap. And then you can see that we swiftly made the CSD here, closing above this candle. And immediately I entered with my stop on this low. Again, I was taking about half size going into this. And things were going really well. I could not really trail my stop to anything. If we would have CSD'd here, I probably put my stop to this level and could have taken some risk off the table. But yeah, we consolidated a lot. And then what did we do? We just tapped back inside of this gap right to the C of it and then went straight to my target. Yeah, I don't know. I just, again, I'm fine getting stopped in trades like this. That I know that if I'm wrong, we're probably going to go down to this low. And that is exactly why I'm taking a trade like this. So if I was expecting for price to go maybe to here and then reverse, I probably would not have gotten in here. But because I was expecting this low to hold and for us to go to the upside, that is why I entered here. So if this setup fails, I'm immediately expecting the low resistance liquidity to get taken. And after taking all of this, because this would have been the end of the day, after we dropped like 200 points, which is not much, but given that this day was really slow in terms of volatility, I was expecting us to go at least back to, I think it was hourly, to this hourly gap. And yeah, it's just, I mean, I know it's part of my fault. Both of these trades are my fault. Like, first off, I said I should not trade before the New York session, and I did, which is my fault. But I mean, everything was lining up. I know I'm making excuses for myself, but yeah, this was fundamentally, I think, a good trade. And again, this just trading the continuation, everything was lining up, but this was taken during lunch, and I do not typically trade lunch. And pretty much that is exactly why, because yeah, things like this happen. And where would I maybe this 1430? I did not even look back because I was just, I don't know, I was so frustrated. Initial CISD nice. This would have been too high up to take, and unless we have some, oh yeah, we have here some SMT. Maybe could have traded this. We just stop on this SMT low if SMP, yeah, it's CISD on this candle as well. So we have SMT like this to this low, and then both CISD. Actually, it's CISD much earlier, but I think you can trade it like this. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, I'm just pissed. I'm frustrated. I know it's on me. I know it's on me. Given that I traded during times I should not have. But yeah, I just prefer when I'm wrong to be fully wrong and not just stopped out by a couple of points and then see price fully rocket and take off straight to my take profit. yeah, hopefully you guys are doing better than me, because right now, I don't know, I am down mentally because I feel like I'm having some good weeks. I had some really good weeks the past. I feel like last week was just okay. I feel like I was up, but I don't know by how much. I don't remember. But the other week was good. I think the week before that was good as well. Um, I got these accounts back to, because I was in drawdown. I got them back to break even, and now I'm back into drawdown. And yeah, times like this are really, really hard because I was just I got so used to just winning that periods and times like this where you just go 3 steps forward and 4 steps back are really killing me and make things really hard. I feel like I'm really tired, and I don't know, I cannot concentrate, and yeah, I feel like I'm not sleeping that well. And overall, I feel stressed. I don't know if it's anxiety, but yeah, I'm not feeling that well. So yeah, hopefully the next week will be better. And yeah, this is gonna be it, guys. If you enjoyed these types of honest recaps, please don't hesitate to hit that like and the subscribe button. And I'll see you next week. Peace out.